Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we'll see a team that can get it done on the ground. The Saints are top 10 in rushing TDs, and they'll go up against a Bears defense that needs to be ready for that.
All right, Larry, thank you. We are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Chicago Bears. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
Breeze now on first down. You can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And they're able to bring him down at the 20. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Just 1 yard to go here on second down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now the rookie out of Tennessee. This is Alvin Kamara. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Fresh set of downs here. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Whoosh. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now a play fake here on first down. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. And now Breeze going to back away. He'll signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run it now out of the gun. Breaks a tackle. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Again, it's Kamara. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Defense showing blitz. From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. Looking for his tight end Fleeter, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leonard Floyd. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You got to let that happen, guys. Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Throw left side complete. It's Burton. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10. They go with Howard again. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Not much happening there on first down.
Thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Looking left side. That's caught by Macklin. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here's Pat O'Donnell to punt in his 4th year from Miami. Back deep is DeAnthony Thomas. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Here's Thomas. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Aaron Lynch in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
Here we go. Under. Check 4. Ready? Hey, kill. Easy, kill.
Breeze to throw on 2nd down. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. It's complete. Fleener, right side. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Breeze finding Fleener for New Orleans first.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Shotgun now for Breeze. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Akeem Hicks in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Now the 9th-year man from LSU, Thomas Morstead, on to punt, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Reminder, a couple of good games still to come. Later tonight, it's the Steelers on the road in Detroit taking on the Lions. Then Monday night, the costumes will be in full force in Kansas City, I'm sure, as on the day before Halloween, we'll see the Chiefs play host to their AFC West rivals, the Broncos.
And wasn't it just a couple years ago, those two played a night game that was won by the Broncos on a fumble return with like 20 seconds to go?
Absolutely, that was a thriller. Uses the stiff arm. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Again, it's Howard. Room here to run. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. It doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Breeze. And Thomas has it. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. A first update now from Cincinnati. It's the Colts in that one that have grabbed the early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a 2nd drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
Remain in a scoreless first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Able to push his way through. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. The target that time, Michael Thomas, and that'll bring up second down. So the D-line's going to spread out. On second down, Kamara. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They go play action here on first down. His throw incomplete. The tight end Josh Hill was the target. That'll bring up second down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. Kamara's got the first down and then some. And all the way down to the 9. A big play there just before halftime. 54 yards on the ground. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now Breeze on the bootleg. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Nick Kwiatkowski. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. The second quarter score from Cincinnati, and the Bengals out to the early advantage. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. On second down, here's Breeze. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his second touchdown on the season. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. Lutz now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. Tough running, but not a ton to show for it. They stop him shy of the 25. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Now you can almost feel Trubisky saying, let's get to the line and hurry up. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And now it's third down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. Finding Gabriel, complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Go, go. Back to the NFL. Here we go. All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Gabriel, the man in motion. Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Here we go. Detroit. Hurry up, here we go. Fire.
Trubisky, draw play, gives to Howard. So, well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting to say,
and he's taken down here by the Saints.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
This is Howard on second down. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Watching that body. Watching that body.
Now Trubisky on third and long. He's going to look deep down the field. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Marcus Williams, the rookie from Utah. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And ready now for 2nd and 9. Here's Breeze to throw. Jim has it complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the play. And now a first down following that long gain. Here's Kamara out of the pistol. And able to work his way down to the 16. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, you got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Shift together here from the D-line. Play action. Breeze. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. First and goal here from the 9. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
Kamara trying again. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And this is going to be incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
So put another 3 on the board, and all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the 3rd quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner. If he's
and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Looking deep here for Macklin. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On first down, Breeze. It's brought in right side by Ginn. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 6 there on first.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Breeze now. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Final minute now of the third quarter. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Even though positive yardage was gained on that play, I think the defense has to be happy. Obviously, they were prepared for some trick plays coming into the game, and they looked very aware that those could happen on any given down.
On the counter, here's Kamara. And some space here. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back now here live in New Orleans. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. And on 2nd and 10 now. Now Breeze. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off right around the 43. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Second down now after the pass completion. Toss play. Kamara dances by him. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The Saints on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Oh, look at this play call. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
And this is Gabriel on the catch. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. Ten-yard penalty there on 1st down, so now 1st and 20. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On 2nd down, Trubisky. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A good pick up there of 20 yards. On 1st down, Trubisky. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Allen Robinson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. And that makes it 14-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. So you can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Breeze now on first down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Pardon, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
They'll look to throw. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. He'll look to throw. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Saints on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. Back to throw. It's complete. Flater, right side. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that one Oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They run with Howard. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
On 3rd down, this is Howard. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles. And really the difference, obviously, was that 4th quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback.